the sky, learning to fly. Tell me how high do you think you'll go before you stop falling? Hey you, open the tree. You wanna be me? Well that could be, 'cause the people here, we don't hear calling. How does it feel when you're inside me? You need assistance with the things that you would never ever seen. It's just a case of never breathing out before you breathe it in. How does it feel when you're inside me?
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart back with another lesson and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at Oasis and Up in the Sky. It's the 30th anniversary of probably the best debut album of all time this year, definitely maybe. Now I have done a lot of these tracks before, but to celebrate it I'm going to redo a lot of the tracks just so we can put all the chords, lyrics and everything up on my Patreon page, which we'll talk about in a moment. And I am doing some sort of gigs, playing the album in full acoustically. That's up on my Facebook page, Wayne Hart Guitar, if you fancy coming to see me do that. Sort of later this year, look out for the dates. But I'm going to redo a lot of the songs, acoustically, so I can put all the chords and lyrics up on my Patreon page to celebrate that. Now, if you do want to check my Patreon page out, where I post everything up that I do, everything's up there since the past 2.5 years, since I set the page up. A lot of the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to coincide with the lessons. So there's a link to that in the comments. I'll also put a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons, and it gives you guys access to all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns, as I said, to everything I've done over the past 2.5 years. There's going to be all the definitely maybe stuff up there. There's some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube. There's a lot of videos there from the archive that I post up, and there's a lot of stuff to coincide with the the technique stuff that I do if you're into the scales, blues and all that kind of stuff. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out is by hitting the little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you can keep up to date with all the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media, as I suggested earlier on. So you can find me, Wayne Hart Guitar, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, and the chords to the intro, which is going to be the first half of the verse, are going to be a G chord. Now I'm doing the 4-fingered G there because the next chord we're going to go to is a C add 9, so we just drop the fingers 1 and 2 down the string. And then the other chord that we need is going to be, it's called the D minor add 9. So basically from the C add 9 chord, we're just going to drop the 2 fingers down again. So my first finger is on the 2nd fret on the G, and my 2nd finger is on the 3rd fret on the D string. So that's called the D minor add 9. So if we see that in contents for the intro, we got the G, C add 9, D minor add 9, C add 9, back to the G, C add 9.
Hey you, up in the sky, learning to fly. Tell me how high do you think you'll go before you stop falling? Hey you, up in the tree, you wanna be me? Well I couldn't be, 'cause the people here, we don't hear calling.
Okay, so the next bit, that how does it feel, we're going to go to a C chord. There's this nice little embellishment that goes on the C, so we go, we lift the first finger off, turn it into a C major 7, so what we got is, and then put the little pinky on the 3rd fret on the B string, first finger on and off again, so what we get is, And then we're going to go to an A7 and do a similar thing. So I'm doing the A7 with my middle two fingers. So we go A7, second finger off, back on, and then move it up to the third fret. We're doing an A7 sus4, A7, second finger on, back on again. So okay, so if we see that with the C chord, we've got there we go. So that's the last bit of the verse. So we got how does it feel when you're in? Back to the beginning again. We got the G to the C add 9. Okay, we've got another verse, and then the only other different part of the song is a little bridge part. That would be a D chord. We go to an E minor, or you can do the E minor 7. Either works. I prefer to do the E minor here. Then we go to a D, a C, back to the D, E minor, D. So we got the C chord, the little embellishment that goes around the C chord. So the A7, back to the G, C add 9. Okay, so I'm just going to sing that bridge part through so you can see how that gels together. So starting on the D, we got you need a system for the things that you have never ever seen. It's just a case of never breathing out before you breathe it in. How does it feel when you're inside me? Okay, so then we do verse 1 again, and then we do that bridge again, and it finishes on that, you know, that G and the C add 9. So finish that on the G. So that's, as I say, pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. So a strumming pattern. So on that start bit, like G to the C add 9, we tend to do it down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And the chords that go for a bar, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all we're doing with those first two chords, we're sort of half in that pattern, so we get down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that will pretty much carry all the way through the song. So that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. As I said, it's an amazing song from an amazing album, and probably this track you don't hear as much with it being sort of an album track. Wasn't one of the big singles. But I'm going to be covering most of the songs that I haven't already done recently, you know, from that album to celebrate the 30th year anniversary. You know, that album is probably one of the most important albums in my life. It's probably the reason why I do what I do now. I can remember at the time, it got me heavily into music as well. It made me delve back into the Beatles back catalogue and stuff like that. Started, you know, really getting chords down on a guitar. I got into singing and playing. So as I said, it's probably the reason I do what I do now. So I'm going to celebrate that album by doing this, putting some songs out and getting all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns up on my Patreon page so people can learn them and celebrate that album like myself. So hope you all appreciate that, you know. And if you got any requests for, you know, any of the Oasis songs that I've not done before, I've covered a lot of them, and as I said, I'm going to redo a lot of that album. But any obscure B-sides or any of the more recent Oasis or Liam or Noel songs, it doesn't even have to be Oasis related. It can be anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal request over on those social media platforms, I suggest suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests and I do have to sort of hemp at them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, if you are subscribed, further way you could help me out if you haven't done already is hitting that little notification bell that's just under the video there. You can keep up to date with all the videos that I post up. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it. As I said, I'm celebrating this album this year, so I'm going to put all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns up to a lot of the songs from that album. So there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And another thing I always say, word of mouth is a powerful thing. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays a guitar, please put them in my direction. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.